Generic greetings and welcome to Startup Panic. Today's beverage is a nice cup of peppermint tea, the perfect beverage for developing a new social platform, which is pretty much what this game is about. The narrative is that you leave your underpaid, overworked job and start a new company, a startup company, if you will, and you have to jump between working on contracts, managing the company, which is obviously upgrading the office, hiring people, etc., training, and also working on your new platform, so all of the features, the UI, the management side of it, etc., etc. It's a game I've played for about an hour and a half now, so certainly first impressions, but I've got enough of it down to show you a little bit of the game, and that's what I'm going to do right now. So first things first, run down through the UI. We have the global marketing, which is only unlocked once I've beat the first competitor, which I have not yet done. We have some cash, which is currently on 6,943 generic units of currency. Overall users on the site, our date and time controls, objectives on the top right, monthly balance sheet on the bottom, which is quite in the negative. Left is our market share. We are generic develop because I couldn't get developments in for some reason, it didn't fit. And we've also got the Alberg Industries, which is our competitor, which currently has 83% of the market, so very, very poor. And then we've got options on the left, so project, employees, offices, company, etc. So you could click on those and do features, but I'll do that in a moment. So I'm going to unpause the game when we see people are going to beam down into work because, well, apparently that's what they do. So, hi, my name is Ayu. Like, I use our platform to launch my new album? Yes, I think you can. So this is one of the events that pops up, and it'll say, do you want to allow them to launch in your platform and such? But the problem is that basically my platform is currently garbage. I'm just skipping through all this text because I don't want to spoil any of that, and it's a bit too wordy. Yeah, there we go. Right, so we don't have an objective, which is launch the new album. I need to have all of my features above 7 by year 6, month 8. We are currently on year 5, month 8. So we have a year now to put this right. So let's go over to project and to features, and you can see that we have several features on the website. All of this in white is what I've unlocked, and then you've got other ones obviously that sort of spill out to do different things. So this is all video editing, this is all sort of user features, I believe, and cloud saves, AR support, etc. We've got hashtags, more social stuff and groupings, and then we've got, what's this over here? More friend stuff, I think, in video calling. Yeah, just more features and stuff. It told you sort of what you need to do in order to unlock it, so the recommended stats, the cost, and the employees. But the problem is that one of the events that popped up was an intern said, oh, can I work for you and get some job experience? So yeah, no problem at all. And after about maybe a month of working, all of these ones that have got this red flashing thing appeared, and they left. So basically, they messed it all up. The rest were either 10s or, well, they're at least above 7s, so I'm going to have to go through and upgrade all of these, because if I don't, then basically the launch won't go very well. So I'm going to click on the revision, which I think is a really good thing in this. There's other games that have tackled this sort of thing, namely Startup Company, and there's a couple of others that I've played, IT sort of games, but once you've done it, it's sort of set in stone, or is this like where you can revise it? So we're going to do a revision here. It costs 285, and we need to apply different people to it. I'm going to just put every single person that is on our staff on this, because I want to get them to max, and then we'll say continue, and then it says landing page. Your landing page is a website page where your visitor arrives and learns about your product. It is the face of your startup, so it needs to be it will need aesthetic skill. Executed well, and it could be love at first sight for users, even if some eventually files for divorce. Execute it poorly and your startup's face will have a lot of pimples and scare away visitors before they try your product. Recommended stats are 2, recommended employees 1. I'm going to go for maximum employees, as we've seen, and what I want to do is you can alter technology, usability, and aesthetic. So I'm guessing that aesthetic is going to be the main one on this here, but quite frankly, we've already got 40% on it. I'm just going to knock that down by 5 and put technology up a little bit, and you can see the overall output, and then we'll click develop. So they're going to crack on with that. They don't need to sit at their computers, but they will sort of go back between, drinking beverages, working on the computers, going and checking out the cat that apparently is in the filing cabinet, because Of course they are. This office itself can be leveled up. If we check out our office and then furniture shop, we can get things like better desks, like a games console, and not only does it obviously make it a bit better to look at, it also gives you a statistical bonus. So for example, if we got this games console here, which is Games A Go-Go, its comfort is plus 2% and aesthetic is plus 7%. Comfort is... aesthetic is like the skill level, whereas the other one, if I just click on these, we can see we've got motivation, technology, usability, aesthetic, and marketing. So aesthetic is one of the 3 things you can tweak when you're working on it, and obviously comfort will work on the motivation side of it, because if their motivation goes too low, then they won't work, and then eventually you'll have to, well, they'll leave. But you can put them on holiday, so that is fine. So I'm just going to mouse over them. You see it says motivation is slowly going down on them. Looks like Lily is only on motivation 50, so I think once this page is done, we'll go ahead and set them, probably send them on holiday, but we'll see how it goes. It's taken quite a while to get this up. This is a notification here. A research initiative in the Far East has launched a program to study broadband. Fair enough, confirm. We, as I said, do have a set of objectives here, which is ongoing. It's get a 65% market share or have a monthly balance of 7k or more. Well, we are working on that. We also have market share on the bottom there, which is fairly poor. Other options that we have are things like, well, developing new features or overhauling existing ones, which is what we are working on. You can abandon it if you want to. That's one of the things that I'm not fussed on, whereas if you're working on something like this, you can't say, click on one of these and say, look, you go on holiday. You have to abandon the whole thing, which is not great. We've also got research as well, which you can do to unlock certain parts of the tree, and then you've also got contract work as well, which is extremely similar to developing new features. It just generally doesn't take as long, and you get paid a lot more, so we might as well just outsource the entire staff. You can actually go to, a popular YouTuber has asked permission to review your website. I'm going to accept that, and yeah, it's covered your latest product in a glowing video review. Okay, so more people are interested. Yeah, we've just gained some market share, which is good. You do have traits, which you get trait points as you progress on. So, for example, I could go for, what's this one here? Sleepers for the week, training duration reduction. We've also got business class, which is vacation motivation gain. I'm going to get that trait because why not? And what else do I need to do? Oh yeah, as I said, you can upgrade your office to go to a bigger office where the current max employees are 5, the next one is 11, and you can see it is a lot bigger and better with a meeting room and such, but that will cost more, and I really don't want to be doing that. We can see that every month we are losing a certain amount of money, and it's not good because we are getting close towards the sort of bankrupt level. If we go on there, we may have to take out a loan. We can go to bank and get a loan, but quite frankly, I'm going to try and avoid that as much as possible. Hopefully the implementation of this landing page will go well. Oh, vulnerability issue. You're receiving this email because of our records indicate that you have used our homemade open library edition source plugin Whole, which is version 0.0911 alpha. Recently a security vulnerability has affected it. Basically, yeah, we're going to get market share reduction. Brilliant. So you do get random events like that can just absolutely hammer you. As I said, I had one previously just before I started this video where an intern was working on a project. I didn't assign them to any project. It's just an event that popped up and said, would you allow them to work? I said, yep, no problem. They'll get experience. And then everything went to hell. So, yeah. Not great. And we have debt. Okay, either way, this is our landing page, and as you can see, we are now maxed out on this as well, which is pretty good. So feature review, which is bit byte. I'm a bad driver of an old car. I have crashed 4 times this month already. Your site, by contrast, hasn't crashed once. Fair enough. So we have got some more income. It does have some maintenance though, so we're now up to overall score 10. However, if we wanted to, we could do a post-mortem review to see what was either too low or too high. Since we maxed it all out, we don't need to do that, which is fine. Looks like Lily's asked for a job, for a few days off at a barber shop. I will accept that. That's a holiday request, and I need to basically repay my debt. So I'm going to go down and go through a lot of these ones here. These are all of our... These are some of the... contract work. I'm going to take the contract work. This is, I want the highest amount to play my game. Do you want to play video games and are an expert at that? Good news, I'll pay you to play my game and write a 400-word review. So this is where it doesn't make much sense, because I don't know exactly what they need, because normally it would say on here what sort of thing it would need. So it might say, oh, user experience or technology is high in this one, whereas this one, I really don't know. Also, I'm clicking, I'm clicking recommend me some people to work on this, and it's not recommending anyone, so that's not good. Anyway, let's just assign 2 people here and continue. I'm going to go for an even distribution, but I guess usability would be the main one for this. Something like that. Okay, and then we'll click develop, and I'm going to go for another set of contract work here. Create a modern and colourful banner graphic for website's homepage. We'll take the job, assign both these guys here, continue, and then obviously aesthetics going to be a high one. Technology, again, doesn't make much sense because you wouldn't have technology for a banner, but anyway, we'll go to develop that as well, and hopefully with both of these done, that will take us out the negative, and then we won't go completely bankrupt. There's the barbershop there, so vacation result. Cut your problems and hair away with this this timeout. So motivation has gone from 5 up to 15. So basically it's still fairly poor. So I need to send those on vacation, and instead I'm going to send them on a bungee jumping. Oh no, I can't. I can't actually send them on vacation because I don't have the cash. This is a controversial endorsement. A controversial politician was seen using your product. I'm going to say do nothing about that. Keep quiet just in case. And this is... oh dear. So this is... oh no. It's fine. So this is want to hire someone to play my game. There's the... you see, the result is fairly poor. Oh no, this is all kinds of bad. So payment is 13 grand, but the penalty was 12 grand. Hi, I just want to say that working with you reminds me of my first love. It was messy, unbearable, and I might flee to Colombia just to avoid you. Oh, dearie me. So, whoops. Yeah, the motivation is too low, basically. And I can't go on holiday. Oh, that one's not too bad. This create a modern, colourful banner. Oh, yeah, there's a penalty, and that's going to be, yeah, even worse. But because we're in this... sinkhole of debt, we can't really get ourselves out of it. But it looks like we are now... oh yeah, you're going to have to go on holiday. Yeah, it looks like we are now out of that debt, so hopefully we can start sending people on vacation to recuperate. We're going to say go for bungee jumping, because why not? And for the rest of them, we're going to say contract work. And I'm going to see if there's anything that says has employees 3, that one there, HTML developer for a website. Let's do that probably. Yeah, we'll take the job. We'll assign... I'm going to say assign everybody to it. Do you want to assign everybody to it? All 4 people? I just want to try and max it out. I guess... if it's just HTML developer, you would probably go for aesthetic. We're not really bothered about, because it's, you know, it's... we're coding. But then, I guess that will do. And develop. And hopefully it won't take too long. At least we're not in negatives, but I have a feeling that will hit shortly anyway. Yeah, we're on 966 generic units of currency. And, oh, there we go, we're in negatives again. But, once we've done this here... oh, hang on, there's the bungee jumping. Bungee jumping into crocodiles. Okay, but their motivation is now back up again. So what I can do is go to contract work and go for maybe a 1-person contract, which is, yeah, Photoshop product banner. We'll take the job and assign this person. Aesthetic high, usability high. You want to put a bit in technology just because, and we'll develop that one and see how long that takes. You can see because it's only a 1-person job, it doesn't take too long to get that sorted. Looks like the HTML developer for a website is pretty much done, and oh, the aesthetic is fairly poor, and there is a big penalty as well, and then there's even more. But the problem is we have a lot of low motivation across the board, so I'm going to have to go for group vacation this time, and I'm going to select anyone with low motivation, which happens to be pretty much everybody apart from the person that's just come back off holiday. And what can I do? I can only really send them for what's this, an asylum haunted house. That's 4,300 for that, but its motivation is plus 42 for 14 days. We'll send those there, and then they get beamed up. I don't know why the whole beam up and other thing is a... I don't know why that's a thing. Why didn't they just walk out the door? Anyway, feeling stressed, Calvin has requested an extended vacation. I will confirm that. I could say no, but the chances are they'll leave. There is our Photoshop banner, which is 4 grand, and job done, and then we're very happy with that. So I'm going to continue going on for anything that says you know, I want maybe just banners and such, but all of these are employees 2, recommended employees 2, so I can't really do any of that because, like I said, it's either employees 2 or 4. So I guess I'm just gonna have to. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will say vacation and go to a dino park, and that costs money, and everybody's on vacation now. I don't know who's feeding the fish, watering the plants, or getting the cat out of the filing cabinet, but they seem to be fairly happy in there. This is a job benefit. That's my competitor. Fair enough. They're trying to increase their market share. It's probably going to happen. Product placement. The director of a crime drama series is interested in referencing your company. Yes, we will accept it for $2,000, and that has increased our market share by 2%. And now we're in debt again. Woohoo! The music does change as you go into debt and stuff. Anyway, that's people now beaming back to work, and hopefully now contract work. Is there a yes? Minimalist t-shirt design. We'll take the job. We're going to assign every single person to it because we want to absolutely max this out. Aesthetic is going to be high, usability and technology low because we don't need that, and hopefully that amount of money will, be all right for us. We can also see pop-ups as well. It shows you what our competitor has just researched. Now at the moment we are not able to get video editing because we haven't done the research for it, and obviously because I'm constantly trying to fix this, it's something that I'm not able to research. I'm hoping that this one is going to take us into a nice healthy balance here, and let's see if that happens. It is pretty good. Yes, we've maxed it. We've just got 20 grand. Continue. So now that we've got 15 in the pocket, let's go over to here and we're going to work on these revisions because we definitely want everybody working on them. Estimated time 90 days. Well, the more people you put on it, the longer it'll take. What I'll do then is I won't put as many on this time. We'll say those can develop that one, and then over to this feature because that is profile page theme. Look, it's absolutely ruined. This is theme though, so we'll revise that. So we want people with good aesthetic ability, so we'll probably say just Calvin. I think he should be able to do it. Previous score 1, 3, 2, and 2. No, I think I will put another person on the job, and that should be okay. And then develop, and then there's one person left. Who is left? We have Aaron. I will put them on training, and I'm going to train them in. They're good at technology. You can either focus on one particular thing or sort of make it more broad. I'm going for more of a broad approach. Everybody's good at a bit of everything. Just means you don't have to worry too much about particular focuses. I think it's also someone pops down there. Reading drunk user testing, and their usability has gone up. Good, that is what we want, and then they'll come back. Their motivation is quite low as well, so I will send them on a vacation. Probably want to go for more bungee jumping. And resignation letter. What? Aaron is resigned in order to pursue further education. So I send them on holiday and then they resign straight away. Well, that's just poor form. So I'll just have to hire someone. Okay, so we can hire someone. You can either ask for a friend's recommendation or go for online recruiting. But these obviously cost more money and magazine recruitment. Yeah, we haven't got that one unlocked anyway. I'm just going to go for ask a friend and see who is about. And we'll be able to see that we have new employees. So we've got the name, how much they cost, their technology, usability, aesthetic, and marketing traits. Stats, and then you've got a trait. So let's see if I can find a trait. So there's a worry wart. Thanks to their overthinking nature, this employee's morale is not as easily regenerated as others. So you do get some positive traits and some negative traits. In fact, I think 2 of the traits we have overall, I think, are... Let's see if I can find them. Fool. This employee doesn't even know how to walk straight, has a bigger probability of being kidnapped. Yes, kidnapping is a thing when you go on holiday, apparently. Anyway, so we've got our new person, Riley, here. I wonder if I can just set them on some contract work. Anything that requires only one person, although I believe, yeah, all the contract work is size 2, so I'll leave them for that. That seems to be our registering feature, and it's now maxed out at 10, which is good. We will continue that, and once again go to features That's now fixed there, so I need to fix the timeline as well as the search. So we'll go for timeline, revise that one. I say recommended, it's recommended Genericson, our main character, plus Riley, who's just recently arrived. And we can see the previous scores are here. So it was 4, 4, and 3.9. 24 days if I do that, 36 if I do that. I think I will do that just to get some more score in those, and we'll click develop and let them crack on there. So hopefully putting this right in order to make sure that this album release goes right. It is year 6, month 8, so we have 5 months in order to settle this and also keep the business afloat. And that is the profile page theme, which is not maxed out, but it's pretty good. I'm not going to do a post-mortem because I don't think I really have time nor need to do that. And now, feeling underpaid, Lily has decided to resign. I guess I'm going to hire another employee. It looks like they disappear as soon as they're either finished a job or that they've went on holiday. So there you are. And this is Erin here. What's this? Employee trait awkward. Whatever happens, this player's marketing skill will always be 0. I'm sure I had before it was this person is really good at art and the other one is useless at art. Their aesthetics are at 0. So I was questioning that. Anyway, I'm going to actually hire Erin. And I want to see motivation. Calvin is on 3. Okay, so I'm going to have to send them on holiday. So vacation here. And I mean, we'll probably give them... We're going to have to give them just bungee jumping again. I'd like to give them the higher one, but it's just not possible. And they've also requested an extended leave, so we will confirm that. And let's go to contract work, because I want to see getting a contract for 2 people, because we have 2 people that... Oh no, we have only 1 person. So I guess there's one there. Need help with CMS. That's... management something? I do know what it was. Just can't remember at the moment. Anyway, take job. We will put on Erin and continue that. Content management system. That's what it is. And I guess need someone to develop a website. Ideally WordPress using graphics, video, testimonials of clients. Yeah, it needs to have many complicated features. Make sure you have necessary technology skills. So that's, yeah, indicating that we probably have to put quite a focus on technology, and I think that'll be about right. We'll say develop, and we'll see if that's all sorted. Oh wow, it's going pretty quick. The rest of the world has started to adopt the broadband. Yeah, fair enough. It doesn't tell us what date it is, and obviously it's the actual look of it alludes to any particular time or date. And, you overheard Calvin chatting about how they could get a better job with your competitor. I'm going to give him a bonus salary, because... Oh no, okay, so... Yeah, we sent them on holiday after only doing 1 job here, and they've left the company. So that's brilliant. Hire again. It is aptly named. It is a panicky game. There is our timeline better as well, and it's now it's 7.1 overall score, and I need to get it to 7, so that's pretty good. Famous applicant. Inspired by your startup's vision and culture, a famous designer named Fraser applied for the job in your startup. I will say detail. Oh, right, so they're good at usability and aesthetics and marketing, but not very good at technology. Oh, wow, look at the cost. That's... Yeah. I would like to accept them, but I'm going to have to decline them. At the end of the day, they're just too expensive for me to have. Here's the candidates then. So, Ada, pretty good down the board, workaholic. Make sure this employee has something to do, because when they are not doing anything, their morale will drop. An influencer. They can increase their marketing skill easily. No. They're pretty good. Kyle. Yeah, hire those. And I think we'll also have to go for group vacation. Anyone with low motivation? I guess that one will have to do. And let's do some contract work. Need someone to take our screenshots and make an App Store image. Take the job. Assign 3 people to it. 10 grand if we complete this. Aesthetics is a must. So we're going to go for 70% workload. And no, maybe a bit less actually, because it's based on the people that we've got working, but I think that should hopefully be about right. And they want to extend vacation, so we'll allow them to do that. Only 577 generic units of currency at the moment. We are on 23% market share though, so we are trending in the right direction. We're now in debt, but hopefully that'll be fixed once we finish this. So is that going to happen? Finished and maxed it. 10 grand. That'll do. Let's try another one of those. UX UI designer, user experience user interface designer. Take the job, and I'm just going to put all 3 on it again. And obviously usability will be a high one on this. We'll put it, say, 55, 20, and then 25. No, maybe a bit more aesthetic, and develop that. And getting a nice healthy balance should be alright, hopefully. There is an ATV in the Sahara, and that's ourselves there. Motivation went from 9 to 72, and then motivation from 4 to 67, and then done. And then they come back. Do I want to send these on training? Possibly. So I'll say train myself here, because we're fairly poor on, say, usability. Send them on that training, and actually I think we'll train both of them, because they're not very good. Actually, we'll go for programming. Oh, it's expensive for those though. Let's go instead for trunk user testing, because why not? Is there anything I can get for the office that will improve the overall design? We've got a TV there, increases comfort, which is 4.5 grand. Is it worth me getting that? Well, that reduces the overall negatives for being here. Some of this does also has a monthly cost, and some of it you can't build in this office. So that one there was unlocked in the 4th office. I think we'll go for just a basic TV. It's only a 1% boost, but there we go. There's a TV there with, looks like is that teletext? That's Mario. That's Tetris, and that is the consulting firm, which is okay. That's nearly 17 grand, and training result is good for both of these, and there's everybody back. Right, back to features then. Let's work on the search function here. So revise that. Recommend the people, which it has done, so we'll continue that. And it's going to... see that previous score 10, but we're only going to get 6.2. I think we'll have to reduce that and up some of these. That'll do. Develop. And then back over to features, and then we're also going to work on the official account, which is names and such. Recommend the employees. I'm going to put all 3 on them, maybe. Yeah, let's see if we can get that pretty much sorted. Take longer, but we are... How long do we have to go? We have a couple more months before this launch, so if that goes well, then hopefully market share will increase, and overall we'll get, well, 30 grand is the main thing, isn't it, really? Let's be honest. 3 students from across the country have requested internships at your start. Will you accept them? No, because the last time I accepted them, like I say, everything went south on me, so... we had, I think it was over a 50% market share. We were beating the other industry, and then it just went all to hell. So I really don't want to be risking that. There's the implementation of search. It's on the testing phase now, and are we about right? Yeah, and usability is a bit low. It's only 6.3, so we're going to have to review that. I'm going to do a post-mortem review. So it costs you a little bit to do, but I think it's worth doing, because then we need to know what we have to assign people. So it says more than enough, less than enough. So I'm going to redo that then. There's the other people trying to poach. I'm going to say revision then, and recommend the people. And so it was reduction, and increase, develop. That should hopefully be the right way. And we have only a month to finish these 2 off. There's the official account. which is okay. I'll do a post-mortem. It is 7.9, but I'll do a post-mortem just to check. Obviously, that's giving us more users, and now we're actually making money from our company, from our platform. There's the official account there, and you can see more than enough, and more than enough. So it was officially more than enough. Let's also do a bit of contract work. So looking quickly update the UI for an existing mobile application. So that'll be UI needs improvement. So usability, aesthetics, and technology develop. And I'm hoping this search implementation is finished sooner rather than later. You can see the weeks almost ticking over. I think we're just gonna miss the deadline. Oh no, there's a product placement. Let's accept that. That's increased our market share to 46%, and search has gone to what? Even worse. I made it ultimate. I made it worse in every way. Brilliant. That's not what I wanted. More than enough, more than enough. So it just went south. Is it because the work? Yeah, motivation is low. That's why. There's that contract work done, and it's poor as well. Yeah, people just need a holiday, is what it is. Motivation is too low. They're just not working. Everybody's going to go on holiday, and I'll buy the most expensive holiday I can for them. That one, and then they'll beam up. And sadly, another one extended vacation, confirm. And sadly, oh, here we go. Here is the music launch. Rare chance of your startup. It will skyrocket an unfathomable height, or it will come crashing down. It's going to come crashing down. Let's skip all of this. Yeah, probably. It failed. It's going to crash. It's going to crash. Server is working at 99.93 capacity. Okay, it's like the film Hackers. Yeah, broke. Yeah. So, game over. It went all kinds of south. So that was one of the main events that we had to tackle, and because it didn't get that one, it was 6.3%. I tried to redo it and went down because obviously motivation. I can either go back in time or delete the startup forever. I'll probably go back in time and start then. Anyway, that's been a bit of startup panic. We're going to leave it there for now. Overall, I think the most accurate thing to say is that it's aptly named. It is very, very micro-heavy, a lot of taskings to do, and you're constantly bombarded by not only random events and decisions, but also, obviously, the hiring and firing, sending them on vacation, managing the contracts and your own page, as well as, obviously, doing the office training and things like that, etc., etc. When compared to a lot of its competitors, so things like Softwaring, startup company, hardware engineers, game dev tycoon, etc. It falls into that area where it's not as complicated as some of the others, but it also doesn't give you as many options as well. So it really just depends on where your feelings lie on that one. Overall, I think I'm going to play a little bit more, see how it goes. I want to see what the marketing features are. Obviously, there are certain events that I think are a bit unfair, that just you don't have a choice in finding out what may happen, or you have to select an option, but you've got no way of managing the risk or anything like that. Also, we've seen some hard failure states there, and once you start to go into this spiral, it's really hard to arrest that when things go south. So yeah, I think that could probably do with some tweaking on that front. Either way, if you like what they say, then by all means check the link out in the description. If you want to see more, by all means let me know in the comments. As always, thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.